Here in Florida, you may have heard yesterday, Governor Ron DeSantis lifted COVID-19 restrictions in our state. The governor's executive order basically invalidates local emergency orders. So what does that mean? City leaders, county leaders, they have to lift their COVID-19 restrictions. This includes mask mandates for Fort Myers Beach and Sanibel that are currently in place. So this law that he passed yesterday as an executive order will go into effect on July 1st. Until then, the governor did order that all restrictions be suspended. So, of course, some of you are asking us here at Fox 4, is there a risk when it comes to relaxing the rules here in our state? So new this morning, we reached out to medical experts to talk about that, ask the questions. Larissa Scott explains their concerns and how they say people can loosen some restrictions safely.
While medical experts tell us there's been a lot of progress in fighting the virus and the death rate has gone down, they're still urging people to be cautious.
Public health measures of monitoring and surveillance and testing and measuring and looking for possible little sparks that could become forest fires remain very important.
Doctors say the greatest risk we face right now is the large population of people who still are not vaccinated.
We could face another variant, and it doesn't take much for us to look across the Atlantic Ocean to India and see what's happening there or know what's happening in Brazil. But we can't afford to shut our economy down again, and there's a balance between economic health and public health.
Medical officials want to remind the community that the vaccine does not stop you from getting sick, which is why public health experts and the CDC still suggest safety measures like wearing a mask, washing your hands, and avoiding crowds of people.
Even if you get the vaccine, you may still get exposed to somebody, you may still get a mild case, but you're going to be protected. And you may be able to get it yourself and give it to others.
Experts say we're still not at a point where people should throw all caution to the wind. They tell us there is a way we can start to relax personal restrictions that greatly lowers risks of spread and variants.
If they follow some basic rules, it's pretty safe. And most of those rules are the CDC rules. So if you create a bubble with a vaccine for yourself and your family, you can bring other people into that bubble. It's safe. If they're vaccinated, it's relatively safe.
Doctors hope we're nearing the end of this pandemic, but they say we need everyone's help to make sure we get there.
All right, so there are a few exceptions I want to tell you about. The governor said that individual businesses, they are still allowed to have mask requirements if they decide that they want them. And the chancellor of Florida Public Schools announced that the mask mandate in schools will stay in place through the end of this school year.